Last year, I tried playing Coffee Talk for the first time, and I have to be honest right at the beginning and say that I wasn't sure what I thought of the game at first. It's a visual novel based in a coffee shop in Seattle that opens at night, and the story seemed interesting, but I think I was too impatient to play it at the time. However, several months later, I tried playing through Coffee Talk again and I absolutely loved it. And it showed to me that I could enjoy this slower paced style of game, just that I needed to be in the right frame of mind for something super cozy and low key, and focusing on just enjoying the story as it progressed. A few weeks ago, Coffee Talk episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly was released, and I was lucky enough to be gifted a Steam key from the studio so I could try it out. I considered streaming my gameplay, but I decided that this is the type of game I want to enjoy alone, as I see it as kind of like reading a good book. When I'm playing it, I want to cozy up with a blanket and a hot drink and just focus on the story. Coffee Talk episode 2 runs really well on PC. I played the first episode on Xbox as it's free on Game Pass, and I can confirm that the latte art is much easier with a mouse than with a controller. I'm still not great at it, but at least I was able to do slight shapes, or kinda something fun-ish. Maybe I'll get better one day. And in episode 2, the first couple of days seemed a little longer than how long the days took in the first game. However, there are so many new characters to meet that it kind of makes sense for the days to be longer at the start. Plus, there is a new feature where you store items in a drawer and you have to give them to the correct person when they're next in your coffee shop. So learning this new kind of gameplay needed to be included pretty early on too. I loved this new feature and the extra level it added to the game. It's just like giving the characters the right or wrong drink order. The items can change the direction the story takes. There were a couple of times I saved the game as it was getting late, and then when I loaded it up again the next day, I couldn't remember who the items were for, and I couldn't find a way anywhere in the game to get a clue or suggestion, so I did stuff up and forget to give them the item until it was too late. And I have to admit that once or twice I remembered a moment too late, so quickly closed the game without saving and loaded it up so I could try again. Not every time, but I did do it a couple of times. I'd recommend taking a screenshot every time you're given or find an item so you can remember the instructions and don't mess up like I did. And as I mentioned, there were times that I accidentally forgot to give the item to someone and just left it and didn't quit and restart, and it's interesting to see what happens in the game around those moments. And because it changes the story, I am tempted to play the storyline through again just to see what happens when I do things differently. As well as new characters and items added to the story, there are also loads of new drinks. You now have Hibiscus and Butterfly pea teas, and you can make some really interesting drinks with them. I drink a lot of Hibiscus tea in real life already, but I didn't know about Butterfly pea tea. It's a really vibrant blue colour, and I love that the colour can be changed by changing the pH level of the tea by doing things like adding lemon. And the tea itself sounds delicious too, so this game has influenced me to go try some for myself. I'm intentionally not going into detail on what the new characters are like and what their storylines entail, as I want to keep my review as spoiler free as possible. But there are some happy moments with characters from the first episode, plus there are some mysterious happenings in the town and the area where Officer Georgie patrols, and some really sweet character development between some of the other new characters. On the first night that I started playing through Coffee Talk episode 2, I was enjoying the game on PC, but after a while the couch eventually started calling to me. I really wanted to keep playing as I was starting to get into the storyline, but my desk is not somewhere where I really sit and get cozy. So a few hours in, I did move to the couch and started the game over from the start on Xbox. And I actually found starting over on a different device quite helpful, as it gave me a chance to compare how the game plays and performs on both platforms. On PC, it ran really well. It was polished and I didn't see any bugs or glitches at all. On Xbox, I was playing on a Series X and it mostly ran well. However, there were a couple of small issues with the game, including the item drawer piling everything on top of each other or slightly off the screen as well. And there were one or two small visual glitches, but nothing major. I'm sure these issues will be gone in updates soon because they were pretty minor. And I also really love the controller feedback on Xbox. I didn't try playing with the controller on PC, so I may do the same and I'm just not aware. But I love that on Xbox it vibrates whenever someone gets a phone call or if there is thunder and lightning outside. And there is a lot of thunder in episode 2. A lot of it. Which totally seems linked to one of the new characters, but I'll let you see that for yourself. Overall, I enjoyed Coffee Talk Episode 2 Hibiscus and Butterfly. The storyline was good and I was happy with the ending I got. It feels enough like the original game that it should make most fans happy, and as long as I'm in the mood to relax, I know it's something I'll revisit at some point, as I really want to try and get alternate endings and hopefully get better at my latte art. Coffee Talk Episode 2 Hibiscus and Butterfly is available on Steam for PC, plus it's on Xbox and PlayStation and Switch. And as for which version to buy, I'd recommend getting it on whichever device you can sit the most coziest at and relax, because this game is super relaxing and you need to be cozy too when you play it. Thank you so much for watching. Do like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you've made it this far, let me know in the comments what your favourite hot drink is and how you take it. Mine is probably a coconut milk flat white or a hot lemon honey and ginger. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Bye.